It's about 12:17 on this Monday afternoon. We're seeing a couple of isolated showers. You can see east of I-49. Not really any lightning showing up with these, but just be mindful that, again, if you live east of the I-49 area, could be seeing some light to moderate pockets of rain at times. This will kind of continue on and off throughout the rest of this afternoon. We'll show you that here on Futurecast. You're going to see, again, that very isolated nature. Here's about 5 o'clock, really starting to taper off after that. And by sunset, it'll be out of here. Some of those clouds will peel back from west to east, but I do think we'll see kind of a partly cloudy night. And then for tomorrow morning, kind of like this morning with a lot of moisture and not so much wind. I think we will see a little bit of the dense fog at times, especially in any areas that it did rain during the day today. So overall tonight, low temperatures going to be in the upper 60s and low 70s with partly cloudy skies and that light wind. That rain will taper off by then. It's a little bit of a warmer night, but nothing really out of the ordinary. For tomorrow, that heat's going to ramp up a little bit. We'll see high temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s in northwest Arkansas, low to mid 90s in the River Valley, a little bit more sunshine than today, and that southerly wind is going to help fuel a little bit more of that moist air that's going to be sticking around, well, really for the foreseeable future. You notice dew points are in that awful range. Now, that's relatively speaking, that's my own categorization, but this is not going to be really comfortable out there. Low to mid 70s, almost swimmable dew points. You're kind of swimming in that moisture. And thankfully, for the most part, we're not really dealing with any storm complexes, the strong cold fronts that move through, because this would be plenty of moisture to work with that. Except for Wednesday. We are keeping an eye on Wednesday, a level 2 out of 5 risk for the entire 5 News coverage area for the potential of 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Those damaging wind gusts would be the primary threat. This would be Wednesday evening, roughly about 5 p.m. to midnight. We'll show you that here on Futurecast in a bit. Maybe up to quarter-size hail, especially with any early storms, but for the most part, it's going to organize that line, that kind of MCS as we've been talking about, that squall line, and winds will be the primary threat. Along with that, again, we do have that chance of maybe some spin-up tornadoes that would be brief, but again, could maybe do some damage. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. So here's Wednesday at 7 a.m. We'll fast forward tomorrow, maybe in a couple isolated showers, but nothing too crazy. So most of the day Wednesday is dry. See the early afternoon hours dry. But here's 5 o'clock. We'll see that line of showers and storms start to develop there. Then here's 8. You see that kind of Boeing shape? Again, that's indicative of those potential damaging wind gusts. 10 o'clock, continue to see this move from northwest to southeast. And then by midnight, I think for the most part it's out of here. And even if it is still lingering, I think it'll be below severe criteria. But the big thing here for this week is going to be how hot it feels like. So for today, maybe peaking into the low to mid 90s, but starting tomorrow, especially in the River Valley, triple digits maybe across the board, and then especially Friday night into the weekend could be getting close to 110 in some areas. And unfortunately, this heat's not going away anytime soon. This is for this weekend into next week, trending above normal for the majority of the eastern United States and including us here in northwest Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma. So it's going to be very hot, and just keep that in mind. So your full 7-day forecast, again, that storm chance for us this Wednesday afternoon, or I should say for Wednesday afternoon and evening. For the most part, though, again, it's just going to be pretty dry and it's going to be very hot. Again, this weekend is something we'll be looking for. Could be feeling like close to 110 in some areas, which would be close to that excessive heat warning. So if you're outside this weekend, make sure to take breaks if you can and drink plenty of fluids. I just came back from Hawaii and it's a lot warmer here than it is there. There it's 86 degrees every day. Oh yeah, it's 86 degrees every day. It's moderated by the ocean. This, oh man, I'll tell you what, I will take the rain in a heartbeat.